Hello everybody, Monica here. I know you haven't seen me in a while and I haven't posted much lately, and the reason for that is because I actually fell a little bit off the wagon. Basically I just finished my workout and it's not that I have stopped working out, but I haven't been watching what I've been eating. My recovery formula, excellent way to finish a workout is with a recovery formula. Anyways, after I've been slacking off on my food, I've been slacking off on eating healthy, and well, you don't think about it much if you haven't stopped working out, and you think, well, I haven't fallen off the wagon because I just I can eat a little bit dirtier because I'm working out. Well, I'm finding that is still can be considered falling off the wagon. Now that doesn't mean that it's failure. I don't consider it a failure. It just means a setback. And the reason why I say that is because while I'm working out and doing good things to my body, I'm not eating healthy or as healthy as I used to or as healthy as I need to. And while that's not such a bad thing, I can start all over again and just not necessarily all over again because it's not like starting from the beginning, but at the very least start again. The issue is that your diet has a direct effect on your performance. And we don't realize this until we realize this. And this is why I consider this falling a little bit off the wagon. Because I haven't been feeling well lately, I look back and I started to realize that I hadn't been eating healthy lately. Right now my downfall has been Chinese food. I've been eating a lot of Chinese food, and although in moderation Chinese food is okay and it's not bad, that doesn't mean that it's good to eat when you're eating it 2 or 3 days in a row, and that's exactly what I've been doing. So, and the other issue is that I haven't been eating a lot of vegetables. So I've been eating a lot of proteins and a lot of carbohydrates and not a lot of vegetables, which is why I consider this falling off the wagon. And how do I feel about this? Well, I don't consider it a failure, number one. I consider it a setback. So I'm getting back on. That's not a problem. But one of the interesting things that I noticed within myself is my performance has suffered. I just finished my workout, as you can see, because I was just out of breath. And normally I try to keep track of how I'm doing, the reps that I'm doing, making notes of how I'm feeling and things like that. And I noticed that when I was eating very healthy, I was doing much better, more reps and more sets and more complete sets than like today when I'm getting back into eating healthy after a prolonged period of time of not eating so healthy. Now, mind you, it's not like I haven't been eating healthy for weeks. It only took me, I've only been eating not healthy for a couple of days, and I can already see the difference in my performance. I can already see that I'm not doing as many reps as I was, and I'm still working out. I'm feeling very sluggish, very, just all around. There's just no other way to describe it. Just all around sluggishness. Like tired, like not moving as well as normally I would. My stomach feels sluggish, my system feels sluggish, I'm not moving as well. So I'm finding that very, very interesting, and it's part of this wellness journey that I'm taking, because it's like a Eureka moment. You don't realize how quickly your body's affected by what you're eating. And I go back to when I was younger. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I've been dieting in one form or another, usually crash dieting, since I was 15 years old. And at 15 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old, that's when I really started to crash diet. I'm 37 years old, and you don't realize that crash dieting is so damaging until you're much older. Now, at 15, 16, 20 years old, you're like, oh, I can lose the weight, I can lose the pounds. And then when you get older, you start thinking, oh, and when I was younger, I was able to eat all this junk food and still stay fit and whatnot. But one of the things, because I've never had that where I just been gaining weight more and more and more as I got older. One of the things that I just realized, and one of the things that has shown in research, is that it's not that you're digesting or your metabolic rate has changed. How you digest your food and how you process your food really doesn't change all that much as you get older. What happens is that your body's ability to recover from the foods that you're eating, that's what's being slowed down. So when you were younger, you can eat all this junk food and all this crap and then lose the weight quickly, relatively quickly, because your body was able to process it quicker and get rid of it. And because it was growing and because you had all these cells growing, it was able to recover and it was able to repair itself quicker. Now that I'm older, my metabolism hasn't changed. If anything, it's gotten faster. But the foods, when I don't eat enough nutrients, when I'm not eating enough nutrient-dense foods, my body gets sluggish and slows down. And it's not because my body is unable to metabolize, because it's only been a couple of days, so the change shouldn't have happened that quickly as far as metabolism and metabolizing food. It's because my body is unable to recover as quickly and is unable to repair itself from the damage that the food is doing to my body. And this was one of those Eureka moments. And I wanted to share that with you, because to be perfectly honest, that's huge. We have to stop that mindset of, when I was younger, I was able to do X, Y, and Z. No. When you were younger, you were growing, your cells were being repaired faster, and that's why you were able to do more damage to your body. But that doesn't change the fact that you were damaging your body. It's just that we don't process and we don't produce enough cells now, and the damage takes longer to repair because we're not growing. We stopped growing. So we should stop looking and stop saying, oh, when I was younger, I was able to do X, Y, and Z. Age is but a number. Age just means that you stopped growing. Age just means that you stopped producing as many quick cells. That doesn't mean that you can't digest the food. You were never able to digest the foods. You were never able to process the foods. You were able to recover quicker. And that's huge for me, because I've been beating myself up because of that. Oh, when I was younger, I was able to do X, Y, and Z. No, when I was younger, I was able to recover from the damage that I caused myself quicker. Now, normally that will follow up with guilt, because now I have nobody to blame. I can't blame my metabolism. I can't blame my sluggish body. I only have me to blame. But that's okay. I can handle that. I've been doing that for a while, so I can handle that. But it's a Eureka moment for me. So, yeah, this is a Eureka moment. I just shared my Eureka moment. It's time for me to take the fact then that as I'm getting older, it's more difficult for me to recover. That doesn't mean I can't do what I used to do. I know I kind of ramble on a little bit. So I'm back on the wagon. I'm back taking care of myself. I'm back at doing this and eating healthy. And I'm a little wiser. Does that mean that I'm going to give up all junk food? Junk food is delicious. But it means that I will be more aware that it does affect my body and that it affects how my body functions. And to me, that's important. One of the reasons why I do what I do is because I'm afraid. My grandparents lived till they were 90s, 92, 95, and they were functional. My grandfather died with Alzheimer's, unfortunately. But aside from that, till very close to the end, he was mobile. Before the Alzheimer's took hold, he would go and get his haircut in town and walk to the town. And my grandmother used to chase chickens and chase goats and do laundry until, the very end. And she was mobile and she was functional. And I wanted that. I want that. But when I look at my immediate family, when I look into my aunts and uncles and my mother, at 60s and 70s, they're not doing so hot. Many of them can't move. Many of them are not mobile. Now, there's some that are, but I'm looking at some of my family members that because they led such an unhealthy lifestyle, because they didn't eat nutrient dense food, because they're not eating, trying to fit a mold, they now have rampant diabetes, rampant cancers, and they're young. 60, 70 years old compared to my grandparents in their 90s and 80s and 90s. That's young. That's still 10, 15 years of life left. And they're not doing so hot. And that scares me. I don't do this to live to be 100. I do this so that at 60 and 70 years old, I can still move. I can still function. I can still live and enjoy life to the fullest. Now they're gonna yell at me and tell me, oh, I enjoyed life to the fullest. Yes, but every morning when they wake up, they're achy. And every morning when they wake up, they have a myriad of medications that they have to take. Every day for the rest of their lives. At 60 and 70, that's a good 10, 15, 20 years of medicine. And many of the medications that they're taking is to take care of the side effects of the other medications that they're taking. I don't want that. I want to be able to enjoy life and not have to worry about taking my medication with me. Now, certain ones are, you can't be helped. Genetic ones can't be helped. But if you're waking up in the morning and you're achy and you can't move and you're exhausted, maybe it's because of the food that you eat. Maybe it's because it's not nutrient dense. And that's part of my Eureka moment. I ate high fat, high calories, low nutrient foods all weekend. And I'm already feeling sluggish and I can tell the difference. Imagine years of doing that. Just think about it. Imagine years of not eating healthy, of not giving your body the nutrients that it needs to repair itself. And I know I'll recover quickly because I'm already eating nutrient-dense foods. But how about you? Can you recover quickly? Do you have the habit of eating nutrient-dense foods? Foods that are good for you? If not, join me. Start eating healthy. Start eating nutrient-dense food, vegetables, fruits, salads, lean meats, low fats, and eat more. If you're exhausted, chances are your body's starving. So eat more. If you're working out and you feel exhausted and you can't finish your workout, chances are you're not getting enough nutrition and you're not eating enough. The old adage of eat less and work out more to lose weight, there's a limit to that. We're looking for a minimum deficit, not starvation. It's a balance game. You go to one extreme, you don't eat enough, and no matter how much you work out, you'll never lose weight. You go to the other extreme, you eat too much and still work out, and you're just gonna gain weight. It's all about the balance. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you're having a fantastic one. Come join me. I'm getting on the wagon. You're more than welcome to come and join me. It'll be worth it, I promise. And for those of you who think, oh, I can't give up my junk food, I never said give it up. I did say do it wisely. In just one weekend of eating junk, I realized how much my body is sluggish. But that doesn't mean I didn't jump back on the wagon. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to eat healthy ever again. It just means that when I eat junk food, it will be less often, less frequent, so that I can give a chance to my body to heal. Think about it. Ciao.